Hello, and welcome to Outside the Frame. I'm Miranda Hofelt, Curator of 19th Century American Art here at the Munsell Williams Proctor Arts Institute. Today we're going to be looking at a Lakota War Record that was done around 1880. It's part of and a signature piece of the exhibition American Indian Art from Fenimore Art Museum, the Thaw Collection, which runs now through December 30th, 2018. Probably one of the central core pieces of the 43 works of art that are on view is the War Record that we're going to be talking about today. And it was done during a period of immense transformation when there were a series of cataclysmic developments that really forever altered the way of life that really supported the Plains people and Plains art in particular. The Lakota people, and specifically their arts, such as the War Record, really reflect the ability of the Plains people and their resilience, resistance, and renewal through the use of arts in their culture. We see the cowhide being used rather than the buffalo skin. The support was actually created using a traditional method. If you look closely at the edges of the piece, you'll notice these large holes. This is where stakes were driven through onto the ground. The piece would have been staked flat against the ground, and it would have been stretched and then treated so that the hide was tanned and became pliable. In terms of the imagery, if you look closely, what we have here is a battle scene. The scene honors the bravery and heroism of Lakota warriors in the face of a battle with Crow warriors. The Crow acted as scouts for the U.S. military, and you probably are familiar with the most famous battle in the Sioux Wars, which was the Battle of Little Bighorn in 1876. So we see this conflict between the Crow and the Lakota depicted here in the War Record. In warrior art, such as the War Record, we see many images of masculinity. Lakota masculinity is characterized by decisiveness, by action, and by the utter disregard of one's own safety in the face of trying to battle and win against one's enemy, such as the Lakota warrior who's wearing the eagle feather headdress, stabbing his Crow opponent in the eye with a dagger. We also see it in the image of a Lakota warrior standing his ground with a rifle in his hand as he is charged by a Crow native riding a blue horse. And I think it's interesting that the choice for the horse is blue, given that the Crow were associated with European Americans, and the color blue is coming from a European American source. As we look closely at the hide, we can distinguish the two hands of the artists by looking in particular at the horses. If you notice on the hide, in the lower center part of the image, we have an ochre-colored horse with a very small head and a thick neck and very kind of dainty-like leg treatment. Directly above it is the hand of a second artist, where you can see that the head is bigger. We can make out the jowl on the horse's face, and it's got a thinner neck and a meatier body. These two collaborations of two artists working on the same piece speak to the community effort of warrior art. In this particular War Record, what we see is Lakota resistance, resilience, and renewal in the face of dramatic changes that are developing in this period of the later 19th century. This has been Outside the Frame. I'm Miranda Hofelt. Thank you for joining me today.